I'll bring you guys in.
I want him to text me more. Because every time I text him, it's like 30 an hour later, and then he'll say something like, okay. Even when I say, hey, I'm home, after seeing you, I don't get anything back. And it really makes me sad.
Okay. So, I have a hard time with texting. I can talk on the phone for hours, because it feels more personal.
But
And
I'm
so
only letting you know that I'm home. And I need you to be like, okay.
And the thing is, like, I get that confirmation. And I'm like, okay. But I do care about getting that text message. But I just don't necessarily find it super important to respond. Or even when you tell me to text you when I'm home, hopefully if I remember, I will find that important to be able to text you. But as far as finding it important for you to know that, like, okay, I got this, you got validation that I got this, as long as I know I got it and I understand that it's not meant to be like angry, like, oh, you don't deserve a response, but it's like, okay, good, that was a quick form of communication and we got that out of the way.
Okay, so just confirm it by saying okay.
So would it help you more?
Yes, that's all I've been asking.
Yeah.
It's for a simple okay.
Okay, so what it sounds like I'm hearing is that Jason maybe is more, he's secure with your guys' relationship, that he doesn't feel the need to text you back.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of, like I said, I can call you and we can talk for hours and I'm perfectly fine going into whatever deep conversations we get into. But it's the short, quick, I feel like that's what text messages is to me. Is short, quick, little, okay, here's this, here's that, and that's it. And so I think that's kind of that's what I picture text messages being, is just a quick, a quick response, a quick answer to a question, a quick I'm home, and that's it.
It sounds like Jason is like really sure about what he needs to say to you, and he knows how to get to the point really quick. How do you feel about that, Eileen?
It still makes me sad. I just want a simple, like, you tell me all the time, hey, text me when you get home. So when I do and then you don't say anything back, I'm just like, why should I even tell you when I'm home then?
I do appreciate. The thing is, like, even when I see your text messages, I appreciate them. I see them. It's not like I'm just like, oh, Eileen texted me, I'll check it later. Like, I check every time you text me. And so I see it and I'll watch, like, or for the most part, I'll watch, like, the videos that you send me, or I'll read the messages that you send me. But like I said, it's almost like if I don't know, like, wrote you a message and said, here you go, I wouldn't expect you to sit there and have to respond back to that message. It would be just, I need to tell you something, I need to let you know something, and so here's that piece of information. And I think that's where I find the issue, not the issue, but that's where I find it hard to text back when I don't find it as like I need to send this back. Do you know what I mean? It's like, sure, sometimes, if you send me a funny video or something like that, if I legitimately laugh and I'm like, it's really funny, I'll let you know, oh, haha, I laughed, and so I'll send those, like, laughing emojis or, like, a haha or whatever. But, like, if I see something and maybe it doesn't make me laugh as hard, or maybe I'll talk to you later about it or whatever, I don't bother responding. Because I don't want my text messages to feel disingenuous. And, like, I just have to text Eileen back, and so I'm just sending whatever. And I understand, it probably is an issue to text you back and say, okay, when you say I'm home, because it gives you confirmation and everything. But I think a lot of the other text messages, that's where I find difficulty in responding.
So you really care about what you're actually sending to her. You genuinely care about your responses to her.
I care what I send to you.
But the thing is, and I think that's why you send them to me.
Yeah.
And so I think anything that I respond back to you, I want you to know is actually coming directly from me, and not because I feel like I have to text you back. You know what I mean? When I text some random cousin or something like that, it feels like an obligation to have to text that person back just as like a whatever, like, I need to let you know, whatever. But it's like, with you, it's like, I'll talk to you about it later. Or, you know, we'll FaceTime later so we can talk about it then. And I don't feel like I need to confirm with you all the time when it's just like oh, hey, here's this. And then I can look at it and I watch it and I'll read it or whatever it may be. And then I'll just take that for what it's worth. And I mean, I get what you mean by saying, like, I don't text back, because I understand it probably is hard when, like, I'll go and I'll send something and then, like, expecting a response and you don't get one. But I think, once again, it's like, if it's not super important to me to send a text message, and not just you, it's everyone. And so I won't send the text message if I don't find it important.
So it sounds like is that, like, both of you guys really care about texting each other. It's just being expressed differently. So Eileen is really caring, like, her way of expressing her caringness is by sending the text message, and your way of expressing your caringness is not sending her arbitrary text messages that mean nothing to you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I want you guys to think this over for the next week, and then we'll pick this back up in our next session.
Okay. Sounds good.